Hi everybody! Happy Monday. Thank you for being here. For my regular community from Twitch, if you're watching this, hey, hello, I love you all. If you're new, welcome. We are going to do the weekly tarot reading where we see what's coming up for the next 7 days to help you navigate these unprecedented times. I don't know what we did for me to feel like we intuitively needed to use the OG Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but that is what we are going to be using today to see what's coming up. And we are also using the Seasons of the Witch Imbloc Oracle because that is the vibe. It's okay. We are past the darkest point of the year and we are headed towards the light. So how I do the weekly tarot scope readings here is we go by your signs element. Because it is officially Aquarius season, we're going to start out with air signs, okay? So if you are a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, let's see what's coming up for you in the next 7 days. Oh, okay. We have Seven of Pentacles, Page of Wands reversed, and the Seven of Cups reversed. Okay. I feel like something has brought you back down to earth this week, okay? Or is going to. I feel like maybe you got carried away with some project or some ideas that you had. I feel like your motivation has completely gone out. Your fire, your spark. You're feeling smothered, and that's totally fair because we are living through some very difficult times and everyone's anxiety is running super high and there is just a ton of tension. That's totally understandable. Okay, that's the Page of Wands here. Now to navigate that feeling this week, okay, because you might be entering the week on this note. To navigate that feeling this week, we have two sevens here. Sevens are always a moment of pause. Okay, they're a moment to pause and to face some self-reflection. Seven of Cups reverse indicates things are just too foggy. There's too many illusions going on. There's not enough, there's not enough. You're too disconnected from your intuition to have a gut feeling about where to head right now. Okay, so basically the theme of this week for you air signs is to take it easy. Okay, take it slow. You don't make any rash decisions right now. Okay, things are too hazy. You're not seeing things clearly enough to know where to go from this point here where you've lost your motivation. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles asks you to just take a step back and sit in contemplation for a bit. What burned you out here? Okay, what burned you out? What made you kind of burn the candle at both ends? They're asking you to examine what works for you in your approach to things and what doesn't. And this is also prompting you to kind of go within and sit with yourself and say, well, hey, if I did get my motivation back to go finish the thing that I started, would I even want to finish it? Would I even want that? So there's a lot of self-reflection coming up for you this week, and they're urging you to, if you feel lost, if you feel like things are uncertain, if you feel like you're moving through brain fog and just things feel very hazy for you, that is okay. And it's okay to just take a moment, take this week to just sit back and examine where to go next. You don't have to have it all figured out right now. Okay, air signs, I know that's difficult because your brain's always moving, you're always thinking, you always go, on to the next, but this week you just have to go internal and have a moment of self-reflection after losing your motivation. And I feel like that fits with this year's tarot card is the Hermit. There's a lot of internal self-reflection going to be going on this year so we can really realize our power. Your Imbloc card here is devotional. There's something so intimate when letters reflect the tongue. In times of introspection, when I am at my most vulnerable and revealing all that lives within me. Sounds like they want you to be a little bit introspective here now, don't they? Kind of wild, okay. You have pulled this card to guide you to turn inward to find the answer you are seeking. But hold Hold off on any significant changes in the coming weeks. Oh my God. Okay, well, they're just backing up what I already said. They're backing up what I already said. Okay. Go internal. Don't make any major decisions. You don't have all the information needed to determine your next step. This card may appear when things are at a standstill and guides you to embrace deep self-care, focusing on honoring yourself and your needs. Sometimes the universe will guide your spirit to a time of confusion to encourage you to pause, reflect, and experience rest before the next major life cycle. If you do feel the urge to take action, consider keeping a journal to hold your ideas and desires until you are better prepared. Wow. Okay. Well, I don't have anything to add to that because I already did with the tarot reading. Best of luck to you this week. Air signs, okay? You don't have to move forward. Always. You don't have to constantly be making forward progress to be valuable. Water signs. If you are a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, let's see how your week's gonna go. Let us see, okay? This week. Oh. Well, we have a lot of air energy already because we have the Justice card here and the Knight of Swords, but also a little bit of emotion here with the Six of Cups. So for you water signs, I feel like you're coming to terms with a lot of deep injustices that happened to you when you were younger. Okay. And maybe what's currently happening in the world is stirring up a lot of that internal trauma that you experienced when you were younger. Okay. However, I feel like the cards here are saying, let that fuel you, okay? Let that be your motivation for leveling the scales in this world, okay? And that might be just as simple as leveling the scales in your own life, okay? We can't fix everything that's going on in the world, but we can focus on us and what's in our control. And I feel like what this is saying is, take a deep look at how you feel you were wronged as a kid, or like what happened that hurt like inner you. Okay? Do something that pushes you forward, that proves to yourself that you are thriving despite trying to be pushed down as a kid. Okay, I feel like you're having a ton of ideas about how you want to go forth and how you want to make your future happen, and they're asking you to act upon that because you are still here in spite of it all. And I feel like just by acknowledging that you can move forward this week and go after your ideas is how you level the scales. I feel like this is also welcoming in a week of more logic rather than emotion, and I feel like maybe your emotions from past wounds, childhood wounds, have clouded your vision for a really long time, and that's totally valid, but now you're kind of welcoming in more logic, more reason. You're being able to not like shoot from the hip emotionally, and as a result of that, you're able to act upon your ideas and heal that inner wound as well. So a lot to think about for you this week. Okay, water signs, a lot to think about. But definitely an air of mental clarity here, of being very sure about your ideas. So make sure that you act upon them, especially if they loop back around to like nostalgia or, that inner child. This is your sign to go for it this week, water signs. Do it. Do it. Do something that makes your inner child happy this week. And your Imbloc card here is Casserole. Trust in the flavors that led you here, an unexpected alignment. Let it move you in ways that capture your soul. This card will appear when lifetime or long-term connections are being formed. Receiving it suggests the presence of a soulmate, angel, investor, or business partner, and a potentially new addition to your family, such as a child or a fur baby. It could also represent finding your life calling or settling in a place that feels like home. Much like casserole, this new connection indicates feeling of warmth and familiarity and comfort. You can expect this relationship to be harmonious, for there is a feeling of belonging together. Don't allow doubt to spoil things when this feeling appears in your life. The attachment you have or building is very likely to be reliable and fits into the moving parts of your life with ease. If you are worried about finances, this card suggests financial stability and comfort. You may experience financial windfalls or be blessed with an opportunity to create long-term wealth. Okay, so especially if you form new connections, okay, this week, water signs, and you find yourself experiencing new connections this week. Whatever happened in the past here, whatever happened like in your childhood trauma or whatever, that is not indicative of whatever this new relationship is going to be moving forward. And I feel like you are safe to form these connections, okay? It's not going to be a repeat of the past. All right, so a lot to think about for you this upcoming week. You got this. If you're an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, let's see what's coming up for you this week, okay? Oh. Okay, well, bonus card. Okay, well, Knight and Queen of Cups certainly is saying something about your emotional state. Six of Swords. What? Oh my God. We got the whole family here, okay? Definitely fire signs are being asked to confront your emotions, okay, with 3 out of the 4 cup court cards here. 3 out of the 4. Okay. You're being asked to confront that. All right. The Six of Swords is asking you to move on from something. Okay. And what it's asking you to move on from are things that have you emotionally stuck here at the Page of Cups. Okay, the Page of Cups is a great place to be sometimes. It's full of wonder, magic, and possibility. However, also slightly immature. And it's asking you to kind of like level up through your emotions, okay? Kind of like go through it and really feel what you're feeling this week. And leave behind what's got you stuck here. You need to wander a little bit. You need to let yourself explore what you're feeling, or else you'll be stuck here, okay? I feel like there's a big creative project that they're asking you to kind of like dig deep and let happen, and that's never going to happen if you stay stuck here and you don't allow yourself to experiment a little bit. The Knight of Cups is asking you to experiment, wander freely, just like try out new things. Go where the wind takes you this week. And that way you'll really be able to sit with what you want emotionally with the Queen of Cups. Now this is also saying that, you know, we're fire signs. Okay, I'm a fire rising, so I understand. The need to constantly like vomit what you're feeling like externally to kind of sort it out to other people happens sometimes with us, okay? However, this is saying kind of keep your emotions to yourself this week. Her cup is covered. She's keeping things to herself. It's asking you to really rely on yourself to process things, okay? Especially when it comes to wandering freely. I feel like you're going to have a lot of emotional revelations, and this is going to help your creative process, but you need to be willing enough to face it. And I feel like you've been trying to run away for so long, and the Six of Swords is here to be like, it's time for you to stop running. You have to like get in your boat, sail, and face this head on. You have a bunch of experiences under your belt to help you process all this so you can move forward, find what it is that really captures your emotions, your creative process, sit with that, and be able to, once you process all this, really know what you want moving forward, okay? You really just gotta sit with it. You gotta face your emotions. You can't stay stuck in this page phase, okay? deal with it, is what I'm hearing. Deal with it. And I don't even feel like that's necessarily in a rude way. They're just like telling you, remember to deal with it. You can deal with it. You can face it. Don't allow yourself to roll over and get stuck. Okay? This is not a time to get stuck. This is a time for moving forward. And you can absolutely do that. Okay? You got this. And your Imbloc card for this week is garlic. Garlic. It is unwise to walk beyond the boundaries you have yet to expand on protection among all else. Ooh, it sounds like maybe you're not facing your emotions because you don't have strong enough boundaries and you have taken on too much. Whatever you're facing, receiving this card means you are more than capable of defending yourself against any attack you might face. You have what you have because of your hard work and dedication. And there's no one in your current orbit that has the power to take that away from you. Any negativity you're experiencing is a result of someone else whose own emotional traumas are being triggered, which is all about them and not you. It may be unfortunate for them, but you are not required to entertain such behavior when it is harmful to you. In the rare case that this falls from... Okay. So, if someone's giving you a hard time about, like, facing your emotions and doing what you have to do to, move forward, that says more about them than you. And just in general, if people try to test you this week, remember, no one can take away what you've worked hard for, okay? You have what you have because of your hard work. And no one can take that away, right? Wise thing to remember right now. So, I hope you're able to move forward, face those big emotions. You got it. You got it. You got this. You are a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's see how your week is gonna go. And here I am from one earth sign to another, going last with all of you once again. Okay. Well, look at, we have our girl. We have our girl, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, the Fool and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, well, what are you contributing to the greater good here? What are you contributing? I feel like you've lost your voice a little bit, all right? What I'm picking up on from this is this week, they really want you to remember that you can get up, you can contribute what you want, and that's going to have to be a fresh start for you, okay? This is a whole new journey in 2025 of putting away the self-doubt and realizing that you have a lot to contribute to the collective at large. And I honestly do feel like this card is representing the collective at large. Sometimes this can represent work in like the workplace, and I think it's also very valid that you remember that as well, that your voice is heard, like deserves to be heard at your workplace. But also remember, you have okay, earth signs, I feel like a lot of us are guilty of, like wanting to put ourselves out there, wanting to have like our ideas, our contributions heard, but then we will like delete a whole paragraph and then like close an app or whatever and move on with our day. I feel like this is a whole new journey for you this week to really embrace what you have to offer as this like earthly, grounded, down to earth being. Okay. Also make sure that's anxiety. That's nerve-wracking, right? So make sure that you are taking care of yourself, you're mothering yourself, you're grounding yourself whenever possible. But you're definitely being asked to put yourself out there more. Take the leap towards the things you want and allow your perspective, your ideas that you have to contribute to be heard. Point blank period. That's really all this is about. That like this is a whole new journey for you to continually try to put yourself out there. You have to just take that leap and trust that like, the people who are hearing you, the universe at large is going to catch you, because I feel like it will. And the Queen of Pentacles being here is saying, you do know what you're talking about. Okay, you do know what you're talking about. You are very grounded in it. And that doubt only creeps up when it comes time to like share that with the world. There is no self-doubt in what you know when you are, in your private moments at home. But when you introduce that factor of sharing it, that's when you doubt yourself. So try to remember that when you do go to share it, that like you do know what you're talking about, okay? And also just make sure that you pay attention to what your body needs this week. I feel like I'm getting the vibe that earth signs are going to need more nutrition, going to need to eat more regularly this week to keep our brains functioning. I mean, everyone needs to do that, but I feel like earth signs specifically. So make sure to try to listen to your body's cues, what your body needs, and come back to center whenever you need that. Okay? And your Imbloc card here, we got bathing ritual. With you, water spirit, I wash away what no longer serves me and drink in spells that call for healing. Receiving this card is a good omen that a new beginning is very close at hand. However, there is still a little healing to do before you can welcome in this fresh phase. There are remnants of a past experience. This is hence why this is saying take care of yourself. That are still negatively influencing your choices and what you're calling into existence. You may not even be consciously aware of just how much emotional or spiritual weight you're still carrying. You may wish to consider reaching out to a professional if you feel called to, who can help you access those areas of your life that are in need of healing. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. You're mothering yourself. You're listening to what your body needs this week, because you're still healing from stuff from the past, and that's totally okay. But in order to really like embrace this new beginning, embrace all that you're going for in 2025, you gotta work on listening to what your body needs and healing a little bit. So I hope everybody has a good week. I will see you very, very soon, and thank you so much for watching.